my tablets through today. Well, I say all my tablets, some new combinations of tablets for just the physical side. Got a whole other bag to pick up tomorrow with regards to the mental health. But I just thought I'd share with you what I've got. So, got a nice pill box to organise what I take and when. Got some baclofen. Some mirtazapine. Pregabalin. I can't pronounce that one, but it's a new one for me. Prolonged release morphine tablets. Fair enough, pretty strong. Liquid morphine, because I've built up quite a tolerance to morphine of late, so they're trying me on different variations. I think that one I can't pronounce might be morphine based as well. Yeah, opiate based. So it's 3 different types of morphine. And because I can't hold a spoon anymore for the liquid morphine, I have a little baby syringe. So yeah, that's 5 different tablets and 1 liquid form. So it should be fun. Gonna take some medication now and hopefully be able to do a song or something for the end of the video. Not on the guitar, I don't think, but I'll see if I can get a backing track or something. So yeah, gonna try and sort all my tablets out into the box. Gonna try and sort all my tablets out into the box and yeah, see how we get on. Fun times. So I've just been, pardon me, just been trying out the Headspace app because someone recommended it to me. Gregg Alba from The Real Rejects. Yeah, bit of a mixed review really. So I'm just going to go over a few of my thoughts and thought processes beginning with the app. Obviously I've just started, so it's a long way off. I know it's a journey that needs to be sort of kept with and persisted with to get any kind of results. It's not going to be instantaneous. Nothing ever is with regards to mental health or coping with relaxation with mental health. Especially to the degree that I don't want to say I suffer with, but I sort of contend with daily. Because suffer's quite a negative connotation, really. Mental health doesn't always have to be negative. Yes, it induces negative thoughts, it induces negative behavioural patterns with regards to myself personally. But that doesn't mean it has to be a negative. There's always a way to switch things to a positive. There always is, and I'm a firm believer in that. So yeah, just going to go through a few of my thoughts and feelings about using the app for the first time. So I've always had an issue with focusing and meditation and mindfulness and keeping my head clear with regards to my mental health issues, which are vast, BPD being the main contributing factor to a lot of the negative things that people could determine about my actions, my behaviours, my thought processes, things like that. Speaking of which, I just lost my train of thought. So yeah, irony. But yeah, I've always sort of struggled with focusing and maintaining a singular thought process. Tangential thinking is kind of in my wheelhouse. I think of one thing and then that leads me to another, which leads me to another, which leads me to another, and it's just an ongoing cycle until I eventually forget the original topic or point at hand, which in this case is the Headspace app. So yeah, to begin with, it's talking about breathing, just basic simple things like focusing on your breathing, focusing on the muscles, focusing from the head down, etc, etc, which is not good for me. as soon as they tell me to focus on my breathing, that's it. My brain is only thinking about how deep am I breathing, how frequently am I breathing, am I feeling my lungs expand and relax with breathing in and breathing out, am I breathing in properly through my nose and breathing out through my mouth properly at a singular rate, or should I be doing it at a much harder, faster pace, or even a slower pace and softer? So yeah, and by the time I've gone through that thought process, I've already missed something, so then I'm worrying about what I've actually missed, which then just gets me to worry that I'm worrying, so therefore I'm not doing what I should be doing, which then makes me worry even more. So yeah, it's just that sort of tangential sort of consciousness that I struggle with, really, which is kind of important when it comes to meditation. I feel, or I believe, from what I've been told, I've never actually successfully been able to meditate or focus my mind properly. But yeah, I believe it's quite an imperative factor to be able to just breathe and relax. And that's hard. That's very hard for me. So yeah, obviously the whole tangential consciousness thing, I keep mentioning it, but it basically sums it up for me. That's something I struggle with a lot. And I've noticed that so far with the app, I'm struggling to follow along. Or at least follow along without getting annoyed by myself for not following along properly. I'm very academically minded. I like to break things down and understand how things work and why they work and things like that, so I love to learn. But that can also be a detriment sometimes when you're trying to focus or to calm. So yeah, but like I say, it's an ongoing process. It's not gonna, it's not gonna be a quick fix, and it's gonna be hard work. Anything worth doing is hard. Anything worth having is not easy to attain. And I'm only 32, going on 33/64. But yeah, I've learnt that from a very early age. If it's generally worth having, you've got to work for it. And yeah, I think peace of mind, that's something worth having, but not easy to attain. Obviously, everyone has different experiences, everyone has different tastes, likes, dislikes. Everybody's different. And yet we all seem to congregate into labels and sectors that we put ourselves into, and try to convince ourselves that we are alike when we're not. It's plain and simple. We are not alike. But we are of the same species, we are of the same mindset, in a way. We are creatures that crave attention, love, things, just the basic human necessities, so that we don't feel alone, we don't feel isolated, we don't feel odd, for want of a better word. Everyone wants to be normal. Well, I say everyone, not me personally. Normality is something, I don't even know if I believe in it, to be honest. I came up with a phrase when I was a younger boy, man, child thing, which is, there is no such thing as normality. There is only the individual's personal perception of their own reality, which broken down basically means what's normal for me might not be normal for you. But what's normal for you, if it's good for you and if it's healthy, if it's productive, then fair play. Fair play to you. Go for it. Achieve it. Attain it. Aspire to it. But don't try and push your version of normality onto other people, because you'll find that's where a lot of people sort of get their comeuppance, by trying to keyhole everyone into their singular focus point or their singular way of thinking. And that's a very sort of, what's the word? It's a very controversial subject with many people the world over, because people want to be right. People don't like being wrong, and people don't like other people thinking they're right with having a different opinion or a different mindset or just differences in general. It seems to cause a lot of aggro. And I'm not going against any religion or race or creed or person or gender or anything like that, but a lot of the feuds over time have been down to differences. No matter what the difference is, it's a difference of opinion, a difference of religion, a difference of race, of creed, of sexuality, of gender. It's always somebody doesn't agree with what you believe or what you strive to be, and that's a problem for them, which then creates a problem for a multitude of people. And I know, and I realise I've gone off on a tangent and I've actually forgotten about my original point, which only proves my original point, I think. Probably. I can't quite remember, but there we go. So yeah, with regards to normality, I think it was originally. Yeah, there's no normal. And once you grasp that fact, things become a bit easier. Not a lot, but a little bit. And it's the little things in life that you want to sort of... Sorry, I'm going to have to go. Yeah, sorry about that. Just had a bit of a spasm fit, so I've had to lie down. But I'm determined to finish this video, no matter how controversial what I'm saying might be. But yeah, so normality. Once we've all grasped the fact that we are all different, and there's nothing wrong with that, then the better things will become. But yeah, so this is my normal. I randomly start to spasm and convulse, and then I'm bedridden. But yeah, so I'm just focusing all my energy at the minute into trying to keep this camera sort of steady to a point where, you know, I'm not turning into a human vibrator. So yeah, to sum up, I will keep persisting with the Headspace app, and I'll keep you all updated, etc, etc. I will try and focus more and less, if you know what I mean. Focus more without focusing too much. But yeah, I've got to take my meds in a minute. So unfortunately I won't be singing tonight, but I will see how I feel in the morning, and if I'm able I will put a clip on the end of this video. If not, I shall make sure I do something for the next video. I'm going to try and start posting a bit more regularly, which won't be hard, to be fair, considering I've only just started the channel. So, attainable goals. But yeah, it's the little things in life, just remember that. Don't let anyone sort of influence you into thinking less of yourself, because you are enough. And as long as you believe that, it doesn't matter what anyone else believes. But yeah, I did prove my original point, the tangential consciousness. I forgot what I was thinking about. So yeah, that sort of rounded it up rather nicely. But yeah, take care of each other, take care of yourself. No matter what sort of background you come from, you can always sort of rely on the fact that being a good person is generally a good way to be. You don't have to believe in a certain thing or like a certain thing or dislike a certain thing to know that just to be a good person, a decent person with morals and respect, then that's the way forward. So for now, take care of yourselves, our kids. Onwards and upwards, always. And yeah, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or good night.